Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Africah Harrigan, and today I will be sharing with you how many cards can fit inside of the Louis Vuitton Sarah Multicartes. As you know, this is a recently acquired piece to my collection. I received this for my birthday. Oh my gosh, I was so excited, and many of you were there to share that moment with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. It feels like I'm unboxing this all over again. Anyhow, so let's go ahead and see. I remember when I told you guys that the primary reason why I even wanted this piece to begin with was because I wanted to hold my business cards in it. So I have my business cards right here. They recently came in the mail, and together we will find out how many cards can I actually hold inside of here. Now, I remember when I told you guys that when I finally get my business cards, that I'll share with you how many the design of it and what it looks like, and I'll just go ahead and quickly do that as well. So the cards, in the back of them, they have these really pretty dotted lines, and the card is really smooth. It's glossy feeling almost, and in the front just has like my contact information, my blog, my website, my YouTube, and my email address. All of these things are linked down below, usually at the bottom in the comment section of the videos, or a little bit above the comment section of the videos. So in my hands, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 business cards. They're really thick, not too thick, but they're thicker than usual business cards. Usually business cards are a lot thinner. However, these are like the Luxe package, because you know I love Luxe. And I have about 5 of them here. So let's go ahead and start putting some in here. But before we do that, if this is your first time tuning into this video, welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel as well. If this is your first time seeing this piece, let me quickly go over the aesthetics of it. Of course, it has this beautiful Louis Vuitton brass button that has Louis Vuitton engraved on it. Really nice leather up top. Inside, of course, you know, this is the monogram canvas. The Louis Vuitton and the Rev for logos are upright. Now remember that if you have one continuous canvas, if you have a piece that has one continuous canvas wrapped around, then the logo in the back is going to come out upside down. So let's turn it right side up. And that's how you know that you have one continuous piece of canvas. Inside features Louis Vuitton, Paris made in France. And when you look at the interior, it's beautiful. I love how the pink continues on inside. The brass buttons on the accordion side of it does not have the logo on them. It's just plain. And the same will be for this side as well. So far this piece is really gorgeous, really beautiful, really compact. It can be used as a wallet. It can be used as a business card holder, a really cute, fabulous business card holder. And pretty much you can probably put some cash in there too if you want to, if that's what you want this for, but I probably wouldn't put cash in here because I'm not a major fan of rolling my cash several times, nor am I a fan of right when I open it, you see all my cash just hanging out. I know that some of you may not mind that, and you may purchase this piece with it in mind to use it as a wallet, and that's fine too. It's all about what your preferences are. But here is the Louis Vuitton Sarah Multicartes. Okay, now we will go ahead and see how many cards can actually fit inside of this fabulous beauty. I have about 5 Luxe thick business cards in my hands, and I'll go ahead and start to put some in. Now, I have no idea how many cards can fit, so we'll do it together right there. And I'm placing it on the interior portion, like here, where the accordion style fits. So I just placed my first 5 in the back, and that's how it looks. And it came across perfectly. Now, when I originally had tried to put some in, it came out diagonal like this. You see how it's diagonal? And that's nice too, if that's what you want to do. Like if I don't anticipate probably adding more things back there, I probably will just leave it diagonal, because there's really no right or wrong way to put your cards inside of a card holder. So I'll just go ahead and remove that and just place it back where it's meeting both corners of the cassette part portion of the accordion side portion of it. And there you go. So there I went ahead and put it back the way I had it originally. And let's just go ahead and take out 5 more business cards, or maybe just a few more. It's really no set number of how many cards can actually fit. So I took out more, but let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I grabbed 6 more, and I'm going to go ahead and place it right in the front, just like so. So look at this. So far it's looking good from the top portion of it. So right now I have about 10 cards in total in the back, and let's see how the Gazette is doing. The Gazette appears to still be the same. You see, like, this is, you have to look back here because this is where the cards are right now. It's a little bit, you know, so far it appears to be the same. Well, now let's go ahead and check out the middle piece. I noticed that in here you see how the piece comes in a little bit like that. I'm wondering now if you can actually place cards there too. So let's just go ahead and check that out and grab a few more cards. Maybe not 5, maybe a little bit less. Let's just try it with maybe 2. Let's try it, or 4. Okay, let's try it with 4 and see what happens if I put something in the middle part of the Gazette. Well, it can fit, but it does appear to be stretching it out more. You see, like in here, it's not, it doesn't seem like that's the natural thing to do because it's supposed to bend. And even when I'm trying to like go like that, it just feels unnatural to place cards in the middle part. So I'll just go ahead and take those cards out and just continue to place cards inside of the actual pieces where the creases are coming in. So that's one card there. I mean, these are cards here, and then there are creases here that I placed the cards. But I didn't place the cards to fill out the middle part because, as you just saw, it just didn't look natural. And in all honesty, in holding it like that, it didn't feel natural neither. So let's just go ahead and continue to fill out these Gazettes. The interior portions of the Gazettes right there. Bam. I'll just continue to keep putting more cards, and then we're just going to fill it out. So right now we're going to pretend that the first 2 Gazettes are just my cards alone, and then the other Gazettes are for other people's business cards. Because remember when I told you that I wanted it so I can hold my cards in the back and other people's cards in the first 2 slots. But I'm just curious to see how this will look filled out. So I grabbed a couple more cards and I'm filling it in the creases of it. And here we go so far. Wait, this piece in the back appears to be coming out, but look, this is what we're looking like so far. So the piece in the back, I'm not sure why, but the cards are coming out a little bit, maybe because maybe it's too much for the back. I'm not sure. But let's just keep going. Let's keep going and see, you know, what's plausible and what's not. No, I'm just gonna take out a few in the back and just leave it. Maybe let's just try 2. Because for some reason it just does feel natural. Okay, this can work. Look. So in the back here, I just placed 2, and then that's 5, and I think that's 5, and I think this is 5 or 4. And so far it's looking great. So let's just keep going and filling this beauty up. And we're just gonna go ahead and place a few more cards there. This time it's just 2 though. 2. And I'm gonna keep pulling out more cards. And we're just gonna keep filling up this beauty. I'm just gonna use 3 as we get closer to the front, because I don't anticipate having a ton load of other people's cards in the front. Maybe just a few. I anticipate that my cards will probably end up being the bulk of this whole thing, and then other people's cards will probably be in the front. So this is what we're looking like so far, and still we haven't really filled all the Gazettes yet. It's not all filled yet. So look, so this is what we're looking like so far. Really beautiful. I just wanted to just place it to the dots because I kind of think you can see it a little bit better with the dots facing the back, but maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it, right, with the dots? Okay, so I'll just keep going and I'll just keep on putting cards in it, and then we'll just fill it up just to get a feel to see if we like it like that or not, you know. So I'll just go ahead and I'll just place 3 more cards going towards the front here. The other Gazette right there, and I'm just placing it in just the crease. I'm not putting anything in the middle. but for some reason it's kind of wanting, it's kind of like, okay, there, it was kind of like putting itself going across. So this is what we're looking like so far. And let's just go ahead and just add, this is just 3 more cards, so we're just gonna go ahead and add 3 more of these beauties. And the last crease here, and the last crease in the front, and then, wait, see, it's automatically like going diagonal. So now I'm kind of curious to know, is it natural to go diagonal, or is it just natural just to stay going, being laid flat across? I have no idea. Okay. So this is what we're looking like so far. I'm not sure how many cards in total I'm actually holding in here, but when I fasten it, this is what it looked like. To me, the button looks a little bit sunken in, like almost like it's being forced to close. The cassette parts right there, the accordion side where the cassette is, seems to be in great condition so far. But the back, for some reason, just seems to me to be a little bit wider and a little bit fatter than the other 2 cassettes. What do you think? See, it's a little bit wider, and then the other 3 or 2 is a lot slimmer. So let's go ahead and start taking some out. As soon as I opened it, you see that the part that's sticking up the most is the cards that I placed in the back. So obviously that's telling me that these cards, I probably can't hold 5 cards back there. So I'll just go ahead and remove 2, and let's close it down and see what happens when I close it and open it back up. Okay, so far it's looking good, and to me the button is starting to look a little bit better, a lot less strained. It's light. It is not at all heavy. It's light so far, but let's keep going. Let's go ahead and take a few more cards out. Okay, so when I opened the back this time, the back didn't just jump up. The only part that jumped up was the last 2 cards. To me, it wasn't in the same place. It seemed like it pushed up a little bit. So I'll just go ahead and remove 1 and just leave it at 1 in the back. I'm just curious. We're just playing around with this just to see, you know, the capacity of how many cards this thing can actually hold. So look, so it's 1, and it still pops up when you open it. So I'll just go ahead and remove that and just keep it in the front. Okay, good. Now it's starting to have a more natural feel in the back. So obviously you can't really put too many cards in this portion here, back here. That's where I removed the cards from. I removed it from back here. So now I don't have nothing back there, obviously. And now I'm only using the front portion of that particular section. So let's go ahead and do the same. But even though I did that, it still pops up. It's still popping up just a tad, not much, just a little bit. So let's just go ahead and take some of these cards out from the second part. So I'm just going to go down to 3. So in the back now we have 2, now we got 3. Obviously it can hold the maximum capacity of cards, but and all you're doing, you don't really want to overuse or overstretch your piece. So you just want to be mindful of that and just go with what feels natural for it. So far, this is feeling really natural. But the front, excuse me, I have 3 cards in the front, and I'm gonna take 1 out and just keep it at 2 cards in the front. And now let's see. Yay! To me, it's starting to look a lot better, and it's starting to feel a lot better. So, excuse me, so let's rally this up. Let's rally this up. So I have 3 cards in the back, 3 cards in the next compartment, 4 cards in the middle compartment, and then I have 1 card back here, about 3 cards in this section, 3 cards in the back, and 2 cards right here in the front. So there we go. This is what it's looking like so far. And when you open it, this is how it will look. Like that. Pretty, right? It's really pretty, and it feels natural. This amount of cards in here is starting to feel a little bit more natural. Now let's check it out and see what would happen if we were to place these cards from being so straight across, if I were to take it and just put it diagonal. And this is what I mean. So I'm just going to take the cards out and just place them diagonally and see if that would be a more natural fit for it. So let's just take these out and go ahead and take that out. And then I'm just going to, when I say diagonal, I mean like the crease is going to be on one section, and then the other one on the other one. So it's not going to be directly across like how I did it originally. So now I'm just placing them diagonal. So this is how it looks diagonally. So now I have one end, and instead of it coming straight across to the opposite end, it's now going diagonally to the other side. So this is how it looks right now. So now let's go ahead and close it and see. This feels even better. So now I'm beginning to wonder if it's a good idea. It may not be such a good idea to place them going across, although it fit and it looks nice and you can hold a maximum amount of cards. I'm beginning to think that it's probably best to keep your cards going diagonal, meaning like you'll start in this crease and end on the opposite crease on the other end of it. So I kind of like the feel of this, and I like how light it is as well. As you know, I had to remove some cards, so I can't stuff it too much. It's a luxury piece. You don't want to abuse it. I don't want to overuse it, but I do want it to hold my cards inside of it. So there we go. I like how this feels. This feels like a good amount. So let's count how many cards I have in here going across diagonally. So 3 in the back, 3 more, so that's 6. This looks like about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13. So I have about a maximum of 13 cards inside of the Louis Vuitton Multicartes. It feels natural with it going across diagonally. It doesn't feel forced. Let's close it and check out how it looks from the accordion style portion of it. And nope, this is no longer, to me, the back no longer looks stretched. It looks stretched when I first put the cards into me. And now everything seems to me like it's falling back in place. And the piece is not forced to close. I am loving this so far. I'm loving this so far, and as I continue to use this piece, I'm going to do an impressions video on it for you guys. But these cards were business cards, so let's take these out and just try to add some credit cards. You know, credit cards are totally made from a different material, more like plastic material. So I'm not going to fill all of the cassettes up like I did the first time, but I'm just curious to see, like, if I were to use a more plastic card, how that would work. And so far it's comfortable to place 1 card per corner if you wanted to do it going across. It's comfortable. It's comfortable so far. But if I place excuse me, 2 cards there, then it's automatically shifting diagonal without me even doing that. So it automatically went diagonal. So again, I'm beginning to see that, to me, the natural fitting of the cards is for it to go diagonally and not matching it from corner to corner. Just allow it to naturally flow diagonally. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into my video. I really and truly hope that you enjoyed what fits in my Louis Vuitton Sarah Multicartes. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos on this piece, particularly like my impressions on it, I think that's the next video I'll do. Maybe like an update impressions video. Give me a thumbs up. Also, let me know if you want me to do that in the comment box below. If you're my new subscriber, welcome, and thank you all of you for following me and being a part of my YouTube family. It means so much to me. Questions, comments, leave it in the comment box below. I'm Africah Harrigan. Stay beautiful.